My name is Mackenzie Collins, and I am a pitcher on the softball team at the University of Texas at El Paso. For as long as I can remember, I've wanted to become an English teacher. Of course, as I was growing up, there were other professions that stuck out to me. For a while, I wanted to be a marine biologist, an interior designer. I was even pretty convinced that I would become the next Hannah Montana. But throughout it all, I knew I wanted to teach, and this was in no small part due to having role model educators as parents of my own. My dad taught both math and English for over 30 years before retiring and continuing to be a substitute in my own schools. I knew all of my friends loved him, and the students were always excited when he walked into their classroom. But when he passed away after my freshman year of high school, my eyes were open to the truly amazing impact he had on all of his students. The outpouring of love I had from the community was nothing I had ever experienced. I had people of all ages constantly reaching out to me to share the positive impact that he had on their lives or a fond memory with him in the classroom. My dad was an educator who believed in each and every one of his students with his whole being, even when no one else did. I can only hope to make half of the impact on my students that my dad had on his own. My mom, on the other hand, has now been teaching math for over 30 years. She works at an alternative high school with many kids whose lives are far from perfect. But every day she continues to create a classroom environment where kids feel safe, welcome, and at home. She sees the good in her kids and pushes them to be the best they can be, even when others might have given up on them. So as you can see, the inspiration for why I wanted to become a teacher in the first place has had a huge impact on me. Every day moving forward, this desire only continues to grow. I want to make a lasting impact on students' lives. I want to be someone that they know cares about them as an individual and someone who will do everything in their power to make sure they are safe, accepted, and celebrated at school. Our world isn't perfect. There is violence in our world, there are tears shed every day, and sometimes kids have to grow up too fast. And that's why I want my classroom to be a place where kids can have a home away from home, one where they know that I believe in them and will do everything possible to help them become the person they want to be. And while I love English and truly believe that it is one of the most important subjects in school for the success of students in the real world, I know that teaching is about so much more than any single subject. Teaching is about showing students that they have a voice in this world and can make a lasting impact on others around them. Teaching is about showing kids how to explore and find their passions, how to interact with others, how to stand up for what they believe in. Teaching is being someone that students can have in their corner, rooting for their success, no matter how many times you may have to shush them in class. I've been incredibly lucky enough to have so many great educators in my life who have pushed me to become a better learner and a better person, and I will spend my entire career trying to have that same positive impact on my students. And that is exactly why I want to become a teacher.